This week, we're going to talk about where to go to see some of the best Christmas lights in Huntington Beach, a new CEO taking over Visit Huntington Beach, as well as a new Speakeasy that just opened up and an event happening this week. This is Unlocking Huntington Beach. My name is Lane Stone. Thank you for tuning in and listening wherever you are to this particular episode. We are on episode 3, and we're getting some really good early feedback, so thanks for watching. But we're going to kick things off with the new CEO that's coming to Visit Huntington Beach. He was former longtime CEO of Mammoth Lakes Tourism. His name's John Erdy, and there's some good things that he's planning to bring to Visit Huntington Beach. One is, just kind of reorganizing the financial structure and bringing in additional income for tourism to Huntington Beach. Now, he also wants to put an emphasis, and this is what's really important to me, is crowd balancing is what he's calling it. So how do we attract some of the things that are going to be happening? We have the Super Bowl coming to Southern California in 2027, the Olympics, the World Cup, the 250th anniversary of America. So America 250. There's a lot of things happening coming to over the next couple of years to Southern California, specifically to Orange County and Huntington Beach. And there's going to be a lot of opportunity for tourism and to increase tourism here. But how do we balance it? How do we not make it overcrowding? That's what the critics, a lot of the people that are going to be negative to bringing more people in here or to increasing tourism, it's just going to be overcrowding. We already see it on the beaches sometimes in the summer and Main Street and all that. So the fact that he's putting an emphasis on crowd management, but also trying to refine some of the things financially to bring in some more money is okay by me. Again, he's putting an emphasis on improving revenue, crowd balancing, a growth strategy in place. He's experienced, and I really like what he did for the brand of Mammoth. And so if he's going to do some new brand, I guess, reinvigoration or something that's just a little bit refreshing for Huntington Beach, I'm all about that as well. So John, I know you have ties here because you met your wife here. You got married at the State Beach. Welcome home. Hopefully you do great things for Visit Huntington Beach. Okay, moving on, Christmas lights. There are some great neighborhoods and great homes that put on some wonderful displays for Christmas lights. Here are a few of my favorites that have been doing some incredible ones in the past. And according to a blog that I recently read, they are confirmed for doing it in 2025. And I'll try to go in order based on South Huntington Beach going towards the north. So we'll start with La Cresta Circle. That's over there on Indianapolis between Bouchard and Brookhurst. And then right on the other side is our streets on Spinnaker and Horizon Drive. What you're going to do is you want to turn onto Spinnaker from Brookhurst, and that turns into Horizon. And there's some really great homes on those streets that do something. And there's actually one of my favorite trees that's lit up in all of Huntington Beach on there. So staying in South Huntington Beach, and most of these are in the 92646 area. 19792 Trident Lane. That's just on the other side of Magnolia from Sanderson. So again, I'm trying to keep it to where if you're going to use this list, kind of go in order here and go from south to north. So you go La Cresta, Spinnaker, and Horizon Drive streets there. Go to Trident and Sanderson. And then you also have 20341 Brentstone. Also, as a bonus, as you're moving closer north, Huntington Harbor. I definitely encourage you to go through those neighborhoods over in Huntington Harbor, specifically Davenport Island, but a lot of the islands some of these houses are beautiful, and if they're not decked out in lights, they're just incredible homes. So if you want to take the time to go through the harbor and take a look at some of those lights in some of those neighborhoods, I highly, highly recommend it. And then they're also going to be doing the boat parade too in the future, which on a future video and podcast, I'll definitely talk more about that. But for now, plug in these addresses, write them down. If you're driving, don't worry about it. Just revisit the show notes, and we'll get you covered on some of the best streets in Huntington Beach to visit and to see some wonderful Christmas lights. Let's talk about an event happening December 7th. It's called Light, a Light of Love. It's an annual event that happens put on by the Waymakers Huntington Beach Youth Shelter and includes a children's parade down Main Street, appearances by Santa and Mrs. Claus. They have entertainment over at the Pier Plaza and a lighting ceremony on the pier in Main Street featuring dozens of illuminated lights. I think they said there's about 80 of them. And so the snowflakes light up the pier, and they're sponsored by individuals, families, and businesses. And once they lit, they stay glowing nightly through the new year. And it turns the pier in Main Street into what they call a holiday lit wonderland. This event's free to attend, and attendees can also purchase snowflake-themed merchandise like wands and necklaces and headbands and kind of that nature for a small donation. So it's a wonderful event for for a good cause, and it's happening December 7th. When you think about holidays at the pier and the Main Street, you think of those lit snowflakes, and there's meaning behind it. There's wonderful, great people and businesses that are giving back. And so support Light a Light of Love, our annual holiday season event organized again by Waymakers Huntington Beach Youth Shelter. Now, there's a new speakeasy in town, and it's called Oak and Ember. It is a holiday-themed speakeasy, and it's over at Pasea, the treehouse, the very top of that bar there at the top of Pasea. It's a rooftop bar, but think of it as like cozy cabin meets Christmas. There are, when I checked the menu, it looked like there were more than 14 or 15 different cocktails, so more than a dozen different cocktails. They do have your classics, like your old-fashioned, but they also have holiday-themed cocktails. And in true speakeasy fashion, there is a secret password. It's Whisper. Whisper is the secret password to be let in at the door, but definitely check out Oak and Ember at Pasea. It's at the top where that rooftop bar is, called Treehouse. So definitely, if you go, I'd love if you could tag us and let me know that you went and see those photos of Oak and Ember. Now, if you are a small business owner in Huntington Beach and you can take on more business and you're looking to grow your business, just like I am actually, there are wonderful business networking opportunities in Huntington Beach. Specifically, I'm thinking of one that happens on the first Tuesday of every month on Beach Boulevard between Adams and Yorktown. It is a morning breakfast meeting where there are more than 30 to 40, depending on the day and depending on the month, business owners that meet for breakfast and they network to grow each other's businesses. The whole point is to refer business to each other. So if you are a small business in Huntington Beach or maybe a startup in Huntington Beach and you want to get new customers, you want to network in the community a little bit more, definitely reach out to myself or anybody on our Instagram or YouTube channels, because we'll be able to provide you with all that information. But we're here to help each other grow each other's businesses in the form of referrals, because that's what it's all about here in Huntington Beach. Now, where can you follow us? Where can you find us? This podcast is called Unlocking Huntington Beach. So what you want to do on Instagram is you want to go to @UnlockingHB, or you can find us on YouTube as well, or you can find me personally on my personal Instagram @LaneInOC. You can do a direct message to us there, and we'll be able to get you all of the information. And now anything that we talked about, like where to go to look at the best Christmas lights in Huntington Beach, those are going to be in the show notes of both the Instagram pages and the YouTube pages. And we're on podcasts for Apple, Spotify, Amazon, I believe, as well. So we can be found pretty much anywhere, so there's no excuses, and we're happy if you reach out and we get back to you right away. Thank you so much for watching episode 3 of Unlocking Huntington Beach. I love this city so much, and I'm going to continue to talk about some wonderful things that are happening here with the businesses and the people of HB. Do good. Huntington Beach deserves it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.